Okay, hello everyone. My name is Davinder. Welcome to Finance Current Affairs. Welcome to RBI 247 sessions. Tell me that everything is fine with the audio and the video so that we can start with the session. Quickly give me a confirmation. Till then, good evening everyone. Good evening Vartika. Good evening Shreya. Good evening Abhishek. Good evening Lavanya. Uh, Good evening podcast with AI. Good evening. Tell me that everything is fine. Okay, great. I think we can start with the session. So today we are going to discuss a very important topic today. That is MPC, Monetary Policy Committee, that is being released by the RBI today itself. Now this MPC is very important because this is just before the notification. Okay, now questions from this MPC is going to be expected. This MPC and the most latest MPC with us before this MPC is also important. So last two MPC before the notifications are very important for the exam point of view. So that is the reason that we are conducting the MPC session today only, right? So that you can get all the information by today itself. Okay, so we have swapped the sessions with the PIB today. Okay, so PIB session will be tomorrow at the same time 5 p.m. Okay, I hope that is not a problem for you because on every day 5 p.m. we have a session. So tomorrow will be your PIB 247 session that will be taken by the Archana ma'am, and today I am taking the RBI 247 session. Okay, I hope it is clear. Okay, this is swapping is just for one single day only. Continue in the future. We are going to continue with the same pattern that we used to follow. That is RBI 247 will be conducted on Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays. Okay, I hope it is clear. Let's begin with our session today. So today we are going to discuss the very special topic, that is MPC, that is Monetary Policy Committee. The statement that is there, 2025-2026 resolution of the MPC. So what does resolution mean? Basically the decision making that has committee have done and taken, considering all the economic factors and inflation into consideration. Now, along with this, along with the MPC, we also get statement on development and regulatory policy. So basically, under this statement, the RBI includes some of the initiative that they are going to conduct in next 2 months. Okay, so this is how they release this statement along with the MPC. Before we dive into the MPC and what exactly they have take decisions regarding the same, let's just understand few things regarding the MPC in general. So as we know, I hope you all know these basic things regarding the MPC. So we all know that MPC is conducted every 2 months. By every 2 months, right? MPC is a committee which have 6 members. There are 6 members. 3 are from the RBI and 3 are from the government. 3 are from the government. Then the MPC, why the committee is being, we can say, is constituted. It is constituted under section 45ZB of RBI Act. I hope this is clear to you, that why the RBI conducts the MPC, right? Along with this, what is the agenda of such meeting? What is the agenda of such meeting? The agenda is to decide the key rates. Now these key rates affects the decision making of banks and financial institutions as well. What else is the agenda? Agenda is to keep and ensure that there is price stability in the economy. We need price stability in the economy. Along with this, we are also thinking about supporting the economic growth. Supporting economic growth. These are few, I can say, basic things that you must know regarding the MPC. Now, this was the static portion. Let's just begin with our MPC meeting. Okay, so recently RBI's MPC meeting held its 56th meeting. It was a 56th meeting from August 4 to 6, 2025 under the chairmanship of RBI's governor, who is the current RBI governor is Shri Sanjay Malhotra sir. Along with this, there were other 5 members who were Dr. Nagesh Kumar, Shri Saugata Bhattacharya, Professor Ram Singh, Dr. Poonam Gupta and Dr. Rajiv Ranjan. Okay, remember the name of the committee. Okay, along with this, they are going to hold the next MPC meeting in between September 29 to October 1. Okay, these are few basic things regarding the MPC that was there. Okay, now what was the key rate? They have kept the repo rate same as their recent MPC. They have kept it at 5.5. इन्होंने नहीं चेंज किया अपने की रेट, रेपो रेट इन्होंने नहीं चेंज किया. SDF stands at 5.25. The MSF stands at 5.75. Bank rate stands at 5.75. The stance is neutral. The stance is neutral. That means they are not planning to increase the rates in future or decreasing the rates in future. Okay, so the stance is neutral currently by the MPC committee. Right now, the effect of 100 basis, we all know that from February 2025 there is a, we can say, continued reduction in the repo rates, which is cumulatively it is 100 basis points, right? It is still working. This reduction is still working on the economy, right? So they are just waiting and watching the effect of such reduction, right? Along with this, the fixed reverse repo rate is 3.35 percentage. 3.35 percentage. Now, if you are thinking about what is fixed reverse repo rate, it is a rate at which the RBI borrows money from the banks with a collateral. Now, this kind of operational tool is not used by the RBI anymore. They mostly use SDF now, which is more, we can say, approachable by the banks, because this is without any collateral. So this is more, we can say, suitable for the banks. And this is also there. This tool also exists here, but it is not much, we can say, famous among these many tools. I hope you are very much clear with the terminology. In case you have any doubt with the terminology, I'm just explaining one liner to you. So SDF is a facility which is there for the banks in order to deposit their surplus cash with the RBI, on which they earn interest. Now in this case, the current rate of interest is 5.25. In case you are wondering what is MSF, that is marginal standing facility. This is a facility through which the banks borrow money from the RBI on an overnight basis. Now for that it is 5.75. For the bank rate, again this is a long-term loan that is being taken by the banks here. Again it is 5.75. I hope it is clear. Now what is the FIT, that is flexible inflation tool in this case, which gives a band of 4% plus minus 2%. Okay, this is an inflation band that allows RBI to decide how much inflation should be. So inflation should be around 4%, between 2% to 6%, wherein 4% is the ideal, we can say, inflation as per the current economic scenario. Okay. Yes, SDF is again overnight deposit, right? Okay, now we are going to look after the growth and the inflation outlook. Now what is growth, current growth and the inflation data with us before deciding these key rates. Okay, now they have given some projections as well, and they have given some projected data as well. So they are saying for the real GDP growth for the financial year 25-26, it is projected to be 6.5%. इसे याद रखेंगे, 6.5% is the projection that has been done by the RBI in the latest MPC, right? And for the first quarter of 26-27, it is 6.6%. It is 6.6%. Again, this is very important projection with us as per now, the latest projection for next upcoming financial year for quarter 1. You have to remember it. Along with this, these quarterly data is equally important for you to remember, because we have this data. We have this quarterly data just before the notification. Okay, notification can come out anytime. So this is the latest MPC that we have with us. So you have to remember this quarterly data as well. So for the first quarter of financial year 25-26, it is 6.5%. And for the second quarter, it is 6.7%. For the third quarter, it is 6.6%, and for the fourth quarter, we are expecting lower growth, which is 6.3%. So please remember this data, which is very important for you to remember. Then we will come to the inflation, the consumer price inflation. It says for the financial year 25-26, it is expected to be 3.1%. Please remember this data. This is again very important. This is the projection. Along with this, for the first quarter of 26-27, it is projected at 4.9%. 4.9%. Along with this, they have also given the data points for upcoming quarters of financial year 25-26 as well. For the quarter 2, they are expecting 2.1% of CPI, and quarter 3, it is 3.1%, and quarter 4 it is 4.1%. Okay, I hope it is clear why they are witnessing high inflation in this case, because they are witnessing now the festival season is going to come, right? That is the reason people are going to demand a lot of goods and services in the market, and that will drive more and more sales and more money in the market, and that will drive the inflation as well. So this is the reason that why we are expecting higher CPI in the upcoming period. Okay. Okay, what IMF says. So this time, generally what happens in the MPC, that IMF also gives their data points regarding the projections that they have regarding the global growth. But this time they haven't given any kind of data point regarding that, but they have given one statement related to IMF. What IMF said? So it has said that IMF has slightly increased the global growth. They have slightly increased the global growth projections, but overall the global growth remains weak. It is saying that it is increasing, but it's still weak. It should be even more stronger, right? Okay, global situation. What is the global situation? Based on which we are going to discuss the two things. First is the risk factor, and then we are going to discuss the supporting factors in the global growth. So the first situation is that the global situation is tough currently. They are saying that global situations are very complicated now. Why? Because there are trade related issues that are happening currently. Okay, so we are expecting a lot of, we can say, risk from this side. What else are the supporting factors in this from which we are expecting less and less risk? They are saying the financial market and the geopolitical tensions have reduced from past few months, and that is the reason we are saying that there is now less risk from these two areas, that is financial markets and geopolitical tension. Along with this, we are expecting decline in the inflation. Inflation is declining again, which is saving on the pockets of the consumers, right? So this is where we are witnessing a supporting factor to the global growth. What else? Some extra push is expected during the festival season. So festive season is there, so that might drive the consumers to buy more and more goods and services. That may drive the economic growth as well. Okay, so now we are going to focus on the Indian economy. Okay, now it says that Indian economy shows a strength. It is showing a strength and is moving as expected. How much we are expecting it to move, how the inflation must go, how the GDP growth must go, it is going in that particular direction. So we are witnessing that the Indian economy is strong enough, right? What is the supporting factors? What are the things that we are saying, considering while saying such statement? So they are saying that private consumption is rising. So if consumption is good, the demand is good, it is good for the economy. It says it helped by better rural demand. So people in the rural area are demanding good and services. What else? Investment is strong, which is supported by the government spending. Thus government is spending their money wisely. Okay, the investment is strong and it is supported by the high government spending. That means we also read the same thing in our annual report as well, in the RBI annual report, wherein they said that the government is taking wiser decision in order to spend their money. So they are focusing on the weak areas and they are working on that areas. So again, that is a wiser investment decision making. A good monsoon is expected, which is again helping the agriculture in better performance in terms of good production. What else? Service and construction sectors are also performing well, and industrial growth is weak, especially in the electric and mining area. So we can say the supply side is overall good, except the industrial growth. Particularly in which sectors? Electricity and mining sectors. All other sectors are doing well enough. If we talk about the agriculture or we talk about the service sector as a whole. If we look at the demand side is also doing well. They are having good demand. Then what are the supporting factors to India in order to boost the growth? It says above normal monsoon. That means monsoon is doing well. It is going to promote more and more production of the agriculture production. What else we are expecting? Lower inflation. What else? Higher capacity utilization in the factories. Whatever companies are there, whatever factories are there, their capacity utilization have increased. That means with the same amount of we can say capital, they are witnessing more and more returns from that. So that is a sign that shows that they are utilizing their capital in a good way. So again, that is one more contribution towards the growth of the India. What else? Favorable financial condition. The financial conditions of the banks, financial condition of the companies are good enough. Their financial strength, their balance sheet shows a good financial health, right? So that is another contributing factors in the Indian economy. Then supporting factors that are going to help growth in future. ओके अब फ्यूचर में आने वाले ऐसे कौन से रिस्क हैं और फ्यूचर में आने वाले कौन से ऐसे सपोर्टिंग फैक्टर्स हैं जो हमारी इंडिया की ग्रोथ को बूस्ट करेंगे. सो व्हाट आर दीज? फर्स्ट इज द गवर्नमेंट स्पेंडिंग एंड द सपोर्टिंग पॉलिसीज. सो गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज एंड दिस इन्वेस्टमेंट इज गोइंग टू बूस्ट द अपकमिंग पीरियड ऑफ द India economy growth. Then we have service sector is likely to stay strong. They are saying that we are confident enough to say such thing that service sector is doing great in our India, and steady growth is there in the construction and trade sector. Okay, and the risk factor towards the growth in future. Now they are saying external demand is uncertain. Again we are saying that trade related issues are there. So if the trade related issues are there, then external demand, that is whatever we are exporting to the other countries, that might hamper. Okay, they might think before investing their money in any goods and services, right? So we are expecting that one risk from the external demand. Then we have risk like geopolitical tension, global uncertainties are there, market volatility are there, that could affect the growth in our future. Okay, because that is quite uncertain, we may expect some kind of risk from that area as well. Let's talk about the inflation trend first. Okay, they are saying first we are going to talk about the headline inflation, then we will talk about the core inflation. Okay, the headline inflation wherein we are going to look after the overall inflation, that means fuel, food, all such things are added in such inflation. So these are more volatile. Okay, so these are fell for the 8th month. Okay, 8th month में लगातार गिर रहा है this headline inflation in India, reaching a 77-month low of 2.1 in June 2025. तो इस डेटा को प्लीज याद रखेंगे, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. पहले ये जो इन्होंने स्टेटमेंट बोली है दैट 8th consecutive month से इट इज falling, then it is the 77-month low. It is the 77-month low. Okay, तो इस स्टेटमेंट को याद रखेंगे. एंड व्हाट आर द रीजंस फॉर सच शार्प, और वी कैन से व्हाई द इन्फ्लेशन इज डिक्लाइनिंग सो फास्टली. सो they are saying that the food prices are lowering. Food prices, because the agriculture productions are being supported by good monsoon. So again they are saying this is the one thing that we are witnessing, less headline inflation. What else? Food inflation turned negative for the first time since February 2019. तो ये भी बहुत ही अच्छा point है that we are witnessing in the inflation trend. Again, then in future what we are expecting, early data for July also shows that food prices stay low. Okay, so whatever data we can say the estimated, or we can say estimated data from the July, they are saying the food prices stayed low. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the core inflation. Core inflation wherein the food and fuel are not included. When we exclude the fuel and food from such inflation, we will get a core inflation. Now core inflation is not that we can say volatile. It just gives us the prices of goods and services that are there in the market, right? Now that also affects the we can say decision making of the MPC, because we are looking at it on a longer period of time. Let's see, it's rose. So the core inflation rose significantly to 4.4%. 4.4% in June. So this is the latest latest month data that we have, 4.4%. Mainly due to, now what is the reason? That because of the gold prices. Gold prices are rising. That is the reason that core inflation is also rising. It has stayed around 4.1% to 2%. यानी कि 4.1 से 4.2% के बीच में ही रहा है core inflation from February to May. Okay, the inflation outlook has improved compared to June. If you compare it with the June, the inflation outlook has improved. Now, what are the reasons for the same? Good monsoon is there, strong crop sowing is there, favorable base effect is there. Last year से अगर देखा जाए तो we are saying that we have improved. So, full reservists, we have good reserves with us, plenty of food grain stocks are there with us. Okay. Let's just now focus on the statement on developmental and regulatory policies. Now, what kind of policies they have brought along with such MPC decision making? They are saying, first, we have taken one initiative under the regulation part of the decision making, and then they have taken one initiative in the financial market sector. Let's just have a look at what they are planning to do in the upcoming 2 months. So, the first one changes they are planning to take is standardizing the claim settlement for deceased customer accounts. We all know about the nomination facility with regards to locker accounts, with regards to deposits, with regards to current accounts, right? With regards to FDs, right? All such things are there. Now banks need to have a nominate regarding such funds, right? Now it is compulsory for everyone to have a nominate regarding their accounts, right? Okay, now they are saying that this nomination facility is there, and we have already told our banks and financial institutions to keep it as simple as possible, keep the procedures as simple as possible. But they are saying every bank have their own procedures, so there is no standardized procedure that every bank is following currently. So they are saying what we are proposing, that we are proposing a regulation in which the RBI is going to decide a standardized way to claim and process the required document. Okay, how they are going to have a nomination, how they can claim it. Now there would be a standardized regulation regarding the same, and we are going to release the draft regulation regarding the same. So this is the one initiative that RBI is taking in the regulatory sector. Then here we are with the financial market. Under the financial market segment, they are planning to have a auto bidding feature in the T-bills in RBI Retail Direct Scheme. We all know about the RBI Retail Direct Scheme, wherein the retail investors go and invest in the government security through this RBI portal, or scheme, right? So this portal was launched in November 2021, which lets the individual, that is retail investors, to open their gilt accounts. ठीक है, gilt accounts क्या होते हैं? It is an account. This is a kind of demat account where government securities are kept. Now these accounts are with the RBI. Okay, these are opened with the RBI, and this is offered under, this kind of account is offered under the Retail Direct Scheme, RBI's Retail Direct Scheme. Okay, what else? Through both primary auction and secondary markets. This means that you are primary auctioning. That means you are buying it for the first time. You are buying it for the first time. You are making bids for the first time. And then we have secondary market. That means in the secondary market also you can buy and sell your government securities. Okay. Since its launch, it has many features that has been added to such portal. Now they are planning to take one more new feature in the portal. They are planning to add one more new feature in the portal, which is being named as auto bidding of treasury bills. Remember the name of such feature. इसका फीचर का नेम अच्छे से याद रखेंगे, बिकॉज डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि कौन सा नया फीचर ऐड हुआ है इन द RBI रिटेल डायरेक्ट स्कीम. ठीक है, तो इसका नाम याद रखेंगे. सो व्हाट इट हेल्प्स इन, सो बेसिकली इसमें ज्यादा तो इन्होंने कुछ बताया नहीं है कि किस तरह से वर्क करेगा, बट इन माय ओपिनियन हाउ इट विल वर्क. सो बेसिकली होगा क्या कि एक इन्वेस्टर होगा, रिटेल इन्वेस्टर होगा, दैट विल हैव ऑटोमेटिक सेटिंग इन द पोर्टल. वो पहले ही सेटिंग कर देंगे रिगार्डिंग देयर हाउ मच ट्रेजरी बिल्स, how much treasury bills they are planning to buy in future and at what rate. तो ये पहले से ही प्री सेट कर देंगे एंड व्हेन द टाइम कम द पोर्टल विल ऑटोमेटिकली सेट देयर बिड. ठीक है, बट अभी इसकी कुछ रेगुलेशंस आई नहीं है, वी डोंट नो एग्जैक्टली हाउ इट विल वर्क. तो मैंने आपको थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर आइडिया दे दिया दैट हाउ विल दिस ऑटो बिडिंग फॉर ट्रेजरी बिल्स विल वर्क. ओके, सो दैट विल अलाउ ऑटोमेटिकली प्लेस ऑफ बिडिंग फॉर द न्यू इन्वेस्टमेंट. जो भी आपने अपकमिंग पीरियड में इन्वेस्टमेंट लेनी है वो आप ले सकते हैं. मान लीजिए ये एक इंडिविजुअल है, ये हर महीने कम से कम 5,000 रुपए इन्वेस्ट करता है इन द टी बिल्स. तो इसने ऑटोमेटिक किया हुआ है सारा सिस्टम दैट it is automatically deducting or automatically bidding the prices of the T-bills. Then set up the auto reinvestment in the upcoming T-bills auction. वो पहले से ही अपनी reinvestment की सेट कर सकते हैं लिमिट दैट आई वांट टू एवरी मंथ आई हैव टू इन्वेस्ट दिस मच. तो दैट विल बी ऑटोमेटेड बाय द पोर्टल हियर. दिस मेक्स इट इजियर फॉर द इन्वेस्टर टू प्लान मैनेज देयर इन्वेस्टमेंट सिस्टमैटिकली. सो दिस इज हाउ दे आर गोइंग टू ऐड द न्यू फीचर्स. इसका नाम याद रखेंगे और इसके अभी तो आपको वो दे रखे हैं, फीचर्स दे रखे हैं. अंडर दिस यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इट. ओके, सो वी आर डन विद द statement on development and regulatory policy as well. Let's just discuss the questions now. So recently MPC was released under the chairmanship of Shri Sanjay Malhotra sir, and the MPC decided to keep the stance dash, and MPC voted to maintain the policy repo rate at dash. Fill in the blanks by marking the correct option respectively. Right, A is the right answer. न्यूट्रल स्टांस है इस बारी का और 5.50% इन्होंने रेपो रेट रखा है. बिफोर आई गेट इनटू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आई मस्ट टेल यू दैट जितने भी मेंबर्स थे, 6 मेंबर्स होते हैं एमपीसी में, उन सभी मेंबर्स ने वोट किया था टुवर्ड्स कीपिंग द न्यूट्रल स्टांस एंड टुवर्ड्स कीपिंग दिस रेपो रेट सेम. ठीक है, तो अगर ये भी क्वेश्चन आ जाता है कि सभी ने अग्री किया था या फिर किसी ने डिसएग्रीमेंट किया था टुवर्ड्स दिस एमपीसी में वोटिंग में, तो सबने एक ही तरह की वोटिंग करी थी इन दिस पर्टिकुलर एमपीसी. ठीक है, ऑल द मेंबर्स अग्रीड ऑन सच वोटिंग डिसीजन मेकिंग. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. द आरबीआई रिलीज द 56th एमपीसी फॉर द मंथ अगस्त अंडर द चेयरमैनशिप ऑफ RBI's governor. So they are asking about the projections regarding the real GDP for the year 25-26. Then they are also asking about the CPI inflation projections for 25-26. ओके, तो आपसे प्रोजेक्शंस के बारे में पूछा गया. प्रोजेक्शंस भी बहुत पूछी जाती हैं एग्जाम में, फेज 1 में पूछी जाती हैं, तो डू रिमेंबर इट. लवन्या, हाउ इट इज ई? ई नहीं है, ई इज द रॉन्ग आंसर, बी इज द राइट आंसर. 6.5 का क्या एक्सपेक्टेड है हमारा रियल जीडीपी एंड 3.1 इज द एक्सपेक्टेड सीपीआई इन्फ्लेशन फॉर द अपकमिंग द करंट फाइनेंशियल ईयर विच इज 25-26. okay, E is not a right answer everyone. I don't know why you are saying E. Okay, I hope it is clear. Then question number 3. In August, the RBI released the MPC along with its statement on developmental and regulatory policy was released with the policy measures related to regulation and financial market. In the financial market, RBI retail direct scheme was discussed, which was launched in November 2021 and has seen new features added. Mark the right answer which states the correct statement considering the new feature RBI retail direct scheme. So which option is the correct one? So let's just have a look. It is saying that RBI Retail Direct allows only institutional investors to open a gilt account. No, this is incorrect. Then second वाला देखते हैं. A mobile app for Retail Direct was launched in May 2024. This is correct. Then auto bidding facility in Retail Direct covers both investment and reinvestment in the T-bills. This is also correct. So first, second and third statement is correct. B is correct in this case. B is correct. This is so basic guys. देखिए, रिटेल डायरेक्ट की ऐप लॉन्च हुई थी मई 2024 में. अब आपको ये चीज पता होनी चाहिए बिकॉज दिस इज वेरी बेसिक. ये आपके स्टैटिक में आ जाता है. यू मस्ट बी अवेयर कि उसका पोर्टल अवेलेबल है कि नहीं, उसकी ऐप अवेलेबल है कि नहीं. तो ऐप पिछले साल ही लॉन्च हुई थी. ठीक है, Okay, so B is the right answer, everyone. Okay, I'll upload the PDF of this PPT on the Telegram. Okay, and I hope the session was fruitful. In case you have any doubt related to today's session, you can comment me in the comment section below. I'll try to resolve it as soon as possible. Till then, keep on revising your finance current affairs. Tomorrow, Archana ma'am will take the PIB session. This swapping was just for the today's day. Okay, so thank you everyone. Yes, Sakram says, ma'am, don't the T-bills have a maturity date? Yes, they have a maturity date. They do have a maturity date. Okay, so we are ending our session. Thank you, everyone, and best of luck. Take care of yourself, and goodbye.